And for many around the world, Meghan Markle, the former superstar and of course wife of Prince Harry, sometimes known as Meghan Markle, sometimes otherwise known as the Duchess Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, depending on what she's trying to get a brand out there for, is something of a fashion icon. Not my words, her words apparently. She loves fashion. She detailed all of that on her vlog, The Tig. Do you remember that, before she closed it down just ahead of joining the British monarchy? We're told, aren't we, on many occasions though, that she may be restarting this particular thing. And it's a lot of things that celebrities do. You know, micro celebrities like to do this. It's a way of getting extra money, putting out their sort of charitable work, you know, the usual guff that these people like to now push out towards you. And more importantly, sell their merchandise. You know, if they recommend something, it's normally being attached with a money deal or a percentage deal attached, so that when they say they like a certain oil or hair conditioner or something like that, they're getting a percentage of that too. Not suggesting this is the case so far with Miss Markle, but you never know. But here's an interesting story that's developing regarding Meghan's fashion sense. We've seen this, haven't we, detailed. Remember last year when she turned up in New York wearing all those very heavy clothes on a really warm period, you know. I mean, there was certainly no need for the winter clothing. Many speculated that she was being paid or marketed via a certain brand of clothing so that they would then be picked up for their autumnal ranges, and people would think, well, that's a nice coat, a nice blouse. Clever move, but as I say, you know, I think a bit crass to do it when it's so warm. But now there's a bigger issue as ever with Meghan developing, and it already centres upon her, shall we say, barnet. And for those that don't know what barnet means, it's a nice kindly English expression for hair. Now there's no doubting that Meghan has wonderful glossy thick mane. I mean, we saw that, didn't we, on the Time cover. It seemed to come from nowhere, that hair, didn't it? And she either likes it up or down, very rarely wears it in many different ways. But now she's also very keen to promote her heritage, her ethnic background, obviously, you know. That's the reason what she's very good at. If you notice, she goes different shades whenever she's turning up at certain events. What's interesting is, and what many people have noted, is that she's never actually gone back to her own natural hair colour, or indeed natural look. And by that, I mean this. Now, we've seen a big return on this for many stars who are trying to grab headlines. The likes of Mel B from the Spice Girls, Doja Cat, the pop star, Naomi Campbell. Many do it, of course, saying it's free, it's liberating. One star I do like, who's always sort of waved a banner for a natural look, is the reality TV star, singer and soon to appear in Strictly Come Dancing, Fleur East. A real big 70s look is what I like about her. Pure disco queen, looks fabulous. Think Gloria Gaynor from the 1970s. So why hasn't Meghan followed suit? Well, according to a good source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, Meghan is very keen, of course, to celebrate her heritage in many different ways, but she has no plans to let her hair return to natural or indeed go down that particular look, seemingly because she's very happy with the way that she looks now. But what's the betting, of course, that when things become a little bit more difficult and people do raise that bar a little bit more, it's going to be not so easy to say, I'm not prepared to go down that look. And seemingly, what's wrong with it? It clearly suits her, it's natural, and she looks very pretty, whatever people may say. Now, of course, a lot of people accuse her of many things, you know, wigs, weaves, straighteners. Look, women use everything to make sure they look their absolute best. I don't have a problem with that. Why should anybody else? It does seem odd though, doesn't it, that for somebody who's always waving the flag for her natural heritage, that she seemingly now doesn't want to follow through with a more natural look, even just from time to time. Either way, will peer pressure from her own side make this impossible to not do? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.